Well, hello there everyone. I'm Thomas Wooden Railway, and let's take a look back at a 2015 Day Out with Thomas event that I attended earlier this year. These exhibitions are hugely popular among Thomas fans and railroad buffs alike. The highlight of the experience is meeting the one and only Thomas the Tank Engine that you see on television every week, but there are plenty of other activities to enjoy as well. I was fortunate enough to meet the #1 engine at the Colorado Railroad Museum in the town of Golden, Colorado back in September, and I've compiled some footage from my visit into this video. I hope you all enjoy it, and thanks for watching. Well, it's 8 a.m. and I've just arrived at the Colorado Railroad Museum for my 2015 Day Out with Thomas event, which has been dubbed the Celebration Tour, and I'm shocked to find that there's no Thomas. Apparently, he overslept and is a little late for his first train, much like in the story Thomas Gets Tricked. So while everyone's waiting around for him to arrive, I decided to go check out some of the other features of this event before it got really busy. One of the coolest parts of the Day Out with Thomas event that I attended was this massive outdoor layout. There were a variety of model trains working hard on this G-scale railway, but Thomas and Percy definitely stole the show. I believe the Thomas model you see here is the Bachmann large-scale version from a few years ago. The Percy version had a CGI face and he looked really awesome as well. This model railway is pure eye candy for kids and adults alike. I think I could watch the trains go around all day long. The attention to detail is incredible, and you find yourself getting lost in the majesty that is model railroading. I think this spectacle was the highlight of my day, other than seeing Thomas, of course. This display in and of itself was worth the admission price if you ask me. Kudos to the Denver Garden Railway Society for constructing this awesome outdoor G-scale layout. And here's an area that's going to get busier later in the day, the Imagination Station. Your little engineer will have a ton of fun playing on one of 4 Thomas Wooden Railway play tables, as well as the Trackmaster and Mega Blocks areas. These engines are in for a day full of brutal playtime. And here's something I didn't have as a kid, a digital PlayStation. Because playing on a tablet is more fun than doing it in real life, I suppose. Ah, at last! Thomas is steaming and ready to go. This narrow gauge version of Thomas the Tank Engine is stunning, to say the least. And the best part is, a few years ago, he went to the Steamworks and got a badly needed CGI makeover. Yes, I come from an era where this was the face of Thomas at these types of events, and it wasn't a pretty one, to say the least. One really cool aspect about this Thomas is that his eyes and mouth actually move like you see in the TV series. And while Thomas is a smart engine, he's also a dummy, technically. This means that he actually can't pull this train of passengers. The locomotive you see behind Thomas here is the Denver and Rio Grande Western number 491, and apparently it's the largest narrow gauge engine in the Western Hemisphere. This engine will do the actual pulling while Thomas sits in front and smiles for the crowd. After a few minutes of adjustments, the passengers have boarded and Thomas is ready to go. I'll let you listen to the raw audio of Thomas steaming up and puffing away. Once you're aboard, Thomas huffs and puffs his way around the small loop of track that surrounds the rail yard. The journey is slow going in some areas, but it's the perfect opportunity to enjoy the sights and sounds of the Colorado Railroad Museum. At the eastern end of the loop, Thomas zooms down a slight hill and passes a fully functioning 74-foot turntable before heading back to the boarding area. Each train ride takes you around the rail yard 3 times, so from start to finish, the entire experience lasts just over 30 minutes. Once you're done riding on Thomas, you can stand in line to get your picture taken with the number 1 blue engine. And even though your admission ticket is only good for 1 ride with Thomas, you can still view the trains working hard from nearly any spot in the rail yard. Here are just a few other clips of Thomas in action. Remember those Thomas balloons I showed at the beginning of the video? It appears one of them is trying to become the next Stanley in space. But anyway, another major part of the Day Out with Thomas event is the gift shop. It's a must-see for any Thomas fan. The amount of merchandise available is simply incredible. There's a great selection of Thomas Wooden Railway items, and the main focus here is the exclusive 2015 Day Out with Thomas cargo car, which is a great memento of your experience. Virtually every Thomas Wooden Railway item made since Fisher-Price took over the line in 2013 is here, but it's sad not to see any of the exclusive trains or sets that you can only find in specialty stores or on the TWR website. I thought this would be the perfect place to sell those exclusive items. And while there are a few Trackmaster toys pertaining to Soder's Legend of the Lost Treasure, there were none for Wooden. This absence of popular merchandise confuses me a little bit. As mentioned, there's a healthy amount of Trackmaster stuff available, and the kids were flocking to see Thomas navigate his way through a dangerous set that was on display. Surprisingly, there was no take-and-play merchandise to be found anywhere. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come for this brand. And I'll throw up some more clips of other items that were for sale in this big tent. I will mention that the prices for all of this stuff was very reasonable. I was thinking that there was going to be a lot of price gouging going on, knowing that kids will be immediately attached to the stuff. But the prices listed were very similar, if not lower in some cases, to the ones found in stores. And there are plenty more activities to do at Day Out with Thomas, but due to copyright and legal reasons, I can't show them all in this video. I will say that the petting zoo, sing-along sessions, and storytelling times were big hits with the younger train fans. Before I end this video, I would like to give a huge thanks to HIT Entertainment and the Colorado Railroad Museum for letting me film during this Day Out with Thomas event. If you're near the Denver area of Colorado, be sure to check out this fantastic facility. Not only is it a great educational tool on trains, but the atmosphere is extremely laid back, and I'm sure you'll have a good time. Who knows, maybe you'll get to manually turn an Armstrong turntable like I did, but that's another story. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone.